Number 21, Matisse Michael. Number 23, Azaria Spurgeon. And number 30, Ali Ottinger. Ali Ottinger. And now, let's bring out the starting five, pitching towards Lady Tigers. Number 5, Mia Woodruff. Number 10, Kenzie Martin. Number 11, Ashlyn Finch. Number 23, McKaylee Scalca. And number 30, Shelby Metcalf.
And welcome back to Lynn Maples Gymnasium here. The Tigers are set to host the Cosby Eagles. This is the second game in this home series this season. Tigers went up to Cosby early on in the season, the Lady Tigers that is, and got a win. So let's see if they can defend their home court as Cosby gets possession, gets a wide open three at the top. Starters for Cosby, Raines, Spencer, Bible, Spurgeon, and Ottinger. Looks like the Tigers starting off in a zone look, and Ashlyn Finch, the freshman phenom, gets a steal and a bucket to go early on for the Tigers. Keynote for the Lady Tigers tonight, the injury that we saw to the other freshman star for the Lady Tigers, Ashlyn Stalkup. Looks like that knee injury is going to cause on the bench in civilian clothes tonight. So she is not available for Coach Reagan and the Lady Tigers tonight. Don't think the news is too optimistic on that. I don't want to speculate, but I don't know that we'll see the youngest Stalkup, Ashlyn Stalkup, back for the Lady Tigers this year. Hopefully that's not true, but nice steal there for Cosby's Spurgeon. She gets a bucket, puts the Lady Eagles on the board there. Looks like they're going with a little zone look too. Looks sort of like a 1-3-1. Look, Rawlings gets a decent look there. Can't get it to go. And Rick's going to pick up a foul early here. So the starters for the Tigers, you've got Finch, Rawlings, Metcalf, Parton, and Woodrick. Looks like Cosby's going to try to work this. Looks like man-to-man for the Tigers this possession. Finch gets another steal. Really good active hands from her early. She gets another bucket on the other end. So twice now Finch has turned defense into offense for the Tigers. Spurgeon drives, kicks it over to the corner. Back up to the top for Cosby. They're going to try to get it down low. She goes to work on Mia Woodrick, and she draws a charge. Really good job by her getting her feet set. That's the first offensive foul on number 14, Spencer, for Cosby. Woodrick really sets the tone for this Lady Tigers defense. She's super physical. She got a defensive foul on the first one, but that time she put her body on the line and got the ball back for the Tigers. Really good play by her. Looks like that shot got blocked. She's going to get rewarded with a three-point opportunity, and she nails it Good shot there by Woodrick. And the Tigers take a 5-point lead early on in this game here at home against the Lady Eagles of Cosby. The band once again featured tonight. That's 2 games in a row for the Tiger Band. Obviously a disappointing showing from both teams on Friday. Both coaches and teams, players themselves expected more against the county rival GP. So get another opportunity, pretty quick turnaround here to play Cosby at home, another really good basketball school. Shot for Cosby's no good. Tigers get the possession, and they're going to look to get another look there. Metcalf throws up a shot in double coverage, doesn't get it to go, and Spurgeon's going to get out in front, and her layup's no good. Good hustle play there by Cosby's Bible. However, it did go out of bounds, so Pigeon Forge gets the ball. Senior leader McKaylee Stalkup's in the game. Celebrated her 1,000-point, her being in the 1,000-point club on Friday. Special recognition. She's going to come in and look to spark this Tiger offense. They've done pretty well so far. She's really good at creating her own shot. Finch is going to take it to the baseline, picks up her dribble, back out to Woodrick. No good. However, she does. Wide open layup is no good. Spurgeon pushes it. She's just going to pull. No good from her. Good job by Spencer there on the offensive rebound. Lady Tigers really good man defense here. Finch gets going one way on the pump fake, and Spurgeon can't get it to go. But once again, Spencer with another good offensive rebound. However, Tigers do take it away. Woodrick pushing the ball up the court. Gets it over to Stalkup in the corner. She's going to try to take it baseline. Steal for Cosby. Metcalf tries to get it back for the Tigers, but she's going to get tagged with a foul on that one.
Foul charge to Shelby Metcalf, number 30, reversed.
Cosby runs their baseline out of bounds play. And on that second screen, it looks like they're going to get, I thought they were going to call an offensive foul, but I don't. They're actually going to get Stalkup trying to get over that screen, and she's kind of puzzled by it. I think I am too. I don't know about that. Oh, the Tigers leave a wide open player on the backside post there. You can't do that on an out of bounds underneath the goal. You got to guard that backside block. Good job by Whaley there. Puts it in. Good take by Woodrick. Layup is no good. Rebound by Whaley. Rebound Parton gets it out to Finch. She's got a sort of an open layup. It's going to be contested and just enough to make her miss it. Stalkup tries to follow, and no good there either. But fortunately on the rebound, the Tigers get to keep the possession. So they're going to get a chance to run their baseline out of bounds play here. Try to get Parton on the backside block. They do. And after some mishandling, Cosby gets the ball back. Get to Spurgeon in the middle. She's going to shoot a little runner. That's no good. It's very clear that this Cosby team is trying to feature Spurgeon early. She's taking a lot of shots offensively that with no hesitation, and have been all really good looking shots. They just really haven't fallen for her. So looking for her to stay aggressive early. Made a jump ball there at the post. That's Stanton in for Cosby.
Number 24, Katie Moore, checks in for
Moore is also in for Cosby.
jump ball.
And
Jump ball
it was a jump ball, so it's going to the Lady Tigers this time. Flip back over to the Lady Eagles on the next possession. Finch brings it up, sets it up for the Tigers. And on that first pass, Spurgeon tries to get a hand in there and gets Stalk up on the arm. That is
number 23, Azariah Spurgeon.
Both teams showing 3 fouls on the scoreboard, so for a couple more, they'll get to shoot free throws. Stalkup gets it into Rawlings. Nice backdoor cut there by Finch. Really good pass by Stalkup. Good play there by Coach Reagan. Executed to perfection by the Lady Tigers. Now they're in a 5. See if they can get a steal, and they don't. They do get to Spurgeon in the middle, exactly what they want. Her layup is no good, so struggling here early, Spurgeon is, but she's staying in attack mode, and Stalkup does the same on the other end, and her layup is also no good. So a couple missed layups on that one. Cosby gets it up court over to Spurgeon. She attacks, loses the ball. Not really, because that's going to be tied up there by Finch, and Cosby's going to retain possession. Rain's in there as well, fighting for it. Good hustle by those ladies.
Shot counts. Foul charge to number 30, Shelby Metcalf for second.
Defense on the inbounds. Cosby's got an and one. I was checking the rosters there and missed the and one. So see if she can complete this three-point play. And she does. Good job of there by Cosby's Whaley. She knocked that one in there. The old-fashioned way, three-pointer. So both teams off to a pretty slow start offensively, but defense to offense has kind of been the way both teams have scored. Stalkup, really good attack there, and she just can't get the layup to go. Good pass up court there. Knocks that one in. It's going to tie it up for the Lady Eagles. We're tied at 9. 45 seconds. Let's see if Coach Reagan wants the last shot here in the first quarter. Finch is bringing it up nice and slow. They're going to run their horn set here. They do get a look at Stalkup in the corner. She gets it down to Finch. Really good ball reversal there. And they get Rawlings at the top of the key. Good shot. Cosby's going to have 18 seconds here to get a shot, and Stalkup sort of bails him out with a foul there. That's 5 on the Tigers, so she's going to get to shoot 2. So instead of playing defense for the last 15 seconds, instead Cosby's going to get a chance to shoot 2 easy shots, free shots, if you will, free throws. Not really what you want there if you're Coach Reagan. You just want to kind of sit, force a tough shot. Fortunately, Spurgeon does miss the first. She does make the second, so the Tigers are going to have 15 seconds to set up a play here. Coach Reagan is calling it in to Stalkup. She's setting it up, 9 seconds, so they got to go. They got to go. She's going to try to get a handoff to shoot. She does, no good. So at the end of the first quarter, Tigers are up 12-10 with a 2-point lead. Lady Tigers get the ball here to start the second quarter. With a 2-point lead, Finch is going to bring it up and set it up for the Tigers. Gets it over to Stalkup on the wing. They get a wide open Parton cutting. Well, she wasn't that open because this pass was stolen by Cosby. They get it up and miss the layup in transition. Jump ball. Cosby retains possession. Inbound to Spurgeon. Kick it over, and they get a pretty decent look there at the wing, and it is no good. Stalkup gets the rebound. For her. Rebound Spencer. She gets it up for her. Rebound Spencer. She gets it up to Spurgeon. No good on her attempt. Really good full court pass to Finch. And that one's no good as well. Unger kind of gets trapped in the backcourt, but good job. Lady Tigers trying to put the pressure on Cosby, but they're not really affected by it. Good box out there by Kenzie Parton. Tips it out to Finch. She's going to try to take it all the way. And that time she does get it to go. So feels like all of Finch's points this game have just come in transition. She's just pushing it until they stop her, and they really haven't yet. So Tigers extend this second quarter lead to 6. Started at 12. Or started at 2. It was 12 to 10. Lots of Cosby basketball fans in the house. We all know that they take their basketball serious. Anytime you go over there, it's a tough environment. The boys they lost their game up there. It's a tough place to play, and they travel as well. We've got a lot of blue shirts in the stands. Fans of Cosby, they are. So always a really cool opportunity to get to play them every year. Lady Eagles are going to set up their offense here. Lady Tigers are in man still. They get it down low, and really good. Finch brings it up for the Tigers. Rich Reagan calling in a play. Woodrick loses it, and a steal for Spurgeon. She's going to push it all the way till they stop her, and they do. Good back tip there. Steal for the Lady Tigers. Now it's Stalkup's turn. I think she got fouled on that one. If they let it go, we got Spurgeon, we got Bible, we got Spurgeon, we got Bible, we got Moore, and you've got Stanton. And Finch just goes right by him. Really good play design. She gets another layup. And the Lady Tigers lose their assignments on the defensive end. Stanton gets a wide open layup and with a quick answer. So when you substitute, you got to make it. That time the Lady Tigers got a little bit lost. Get it to Owens at the top of the paint there, and she can't get it to go. Pretty good looking up and under move, though. Stayed with it, though. Got a tie up, and Pigeon Forge keeps the ball. Parton's going to come in for Owens now. They're going to try to run this out of bounds play. Trying to get Metcalf posted up on the block. She just gets out of there, and Parton's going to have a turnover. Spurgeon's going to try to take this all the way, but Finch Really good back tip there. Saving a pretty good look there for good move there for Moore. However, her baseline jumper doesn't go. Finch is setting up the offense. Gets it over to Parton. And she gets it back. Woodrick at the elbow. Good looking shot. Wide open. Can't get it to go, though. Bible gets it up. No good. Really nice offensive rebound there. Gets the putback. 6-point lead for the Lady Tigers. I think that was Bible on the putback.
Foul charge number 30, Ali Auditor, number 7.
Just making sure they got who the foul was on there. I think the Cosby coach said you can't call a foul on somebody who's sitting on the bench, so they're clarifying that foul was on Bible there. And Metcalf doesn't get the second one to go. Spurgeon with a rebound. She's going to bring it all the way up the court, pushes it, and gets that one to go. Really wild-looking acrobatic layup there. Good finish. Finch loses the ball up to Spurgeon. She's one-on-one and doesn't get that one to go. She does get the rebound. Good hustle there. Over to Bible. Good spin move. Doesn't do anything with it. Moore with the ball. Metcalf pressuring. And they are going to give her a jump ball. Stay aggressive there. However, possession arrow is pointing for the Lady Eagles, so they're going to retain possession. Bible with the ball. She's driving, and Woodrick there to defend. I think she was moving a little bit. So they are going to get her with a foul, and she's going to get to shoot too. Misses the first one. And the second. Woodrick with the rebound. Up the offense. Running a horn set, handoff to Stalkup. She's just no good. Very capable three-point shooter, just hasn't really got them to go tonight.
First foul tonight for Ashlyn Finch, number 11.
They got there after the rebound. Cosby's had a really good night breaking the Pigeon Forge press. That's where they've gotten most of their pressure and their points and their steals, but they're really not unfazed by it. Bible with a wide open three, doesn't get it to go there. So good job by them, just keeping their poise, getting pretty much any shot they want. It's just things aren't falling for in. They've really gotten into their offensive sets, gotten shots that are fairly open. They just haven't really fallen much. So really well executed game plans on both sides of the ball here. It's just going to come down to get this, whoever makes more shots. And, that is basketball. So Rawlings with a drive there. She loses it. Cosby gets the ball. Swings it up. Right back to her, over to the wing. No good. Rebound for Woodrick. Parton and Woodrick have just done really good all night, just limiting the Lady Eagles to a second opportunity. They've kind of dominated the defensive glass. Stockup's drive there and layup attempt is no good. Spurgeon on the other end. She tried to go around Woodrick there, and I think she kind of leaned into it, so probably not a bad call. She didn't really run into Woodrick. But nonetheless, a good opportunity trying to steal that ball back for the Tigers by Woodrick. Spurgeon did get it to go, so it is going to be an and one opportunity. Let's see if she gets the third one. She does get the third point, so it's a 1 point lead now for the Lady Tigers, 35 seconds. This could be a chance to either extend that lead or it could end up in not valuing the basketball there. Parton turns the ball over. Spurgeon pushes it up. Probably should have been a foul there on Stalkup, just being completely honest. Finch loses it. Parton gets it back. Finch gets it in the corner. 13-12. Stalkup has it on the wing. She's going to drive. She gets a wide open layup. Good job by her staying aggressive. They are going to get one shot here. Spurgeon's going to push it, and she gets it off in time. No good. So it is going to be a 3 point lead for the Lady Tigers. Good push there by the Lady Eagles there late in the second quarter. So it's going to be a close game, looks like, here at Lynn Maples Gymnasium. We'll see you back in 10 minutes for the second half. Welcome back. Ready for the second half here at Lynn Maples Gymnasium. The Lady Tigers are hosting the Cosby Lady Eagles. Finch gets the ball to start. Almost gets the ball stolen. Over to Stalkup. To Rawlings at the top of the key. Nice backdoor there by Finch. And Tigers are on the board early. They get their play exactly how they want, and they score. Up 5 here early in the second quarter, or the second half. Tigers lead a wide open shooter open in the corner there. Somehow Cosby keeps possession there. Tigers in a 1-3-1 look. 2-3 sort of. They're kind of bumping out on the ends there. Spurgeon, nice little mid-range pull-up there. Answers the Tigers. Keep this thing at a 3-point lead. Stockup setting it up for the Lady Tigers after the handoff from Woodrick. Nothing doing there. She pulls it out. Goes again. Gets blocked and fouled, so she's going to get 2 shots.
Foul charge to Stella Raines, number 2.
Misses the front end. And the second one. Rebound Cosby. They get it up early. Over to Bible in the corner. Bad pass, and Finch is just going to let it go out of bounds. And the Tigers are going to get the ball on the turnover from Cosby. Sideline out of bounds play here. Finch gets it stolen from her in the backcourt and fouls Spurgeon. So she's going to get an and one and a chance to tie this thing up. Cosby has not tied since it was 0-0. So
Actually, Finch's second personal foul tonight.
she does. She makes the and one complete. And now Cosby is tied up here with the Lady Tigers early in the second half. Stockup trying to set something up for the Tigers. They get it up to Spurgeon in the middle, over to Bible on the corner, on the wing. Back to Spurgeon at the top. She turns it over. Finch, really good steal there. She's going to push it up to Stockup, who loses the ball. And going to get Spurgeon with a steal there and Finch with a foul. Way basket, so can't knock her. She was just trying to be aggressive and get the ball back for the Tigers. Unfortunately, we are going to need her later on, so I think that's only her second. We don't have the official points and the foul clock up tonight, so I'm not too sure on the stat there, but we got Stockup with another foul there.
Second foul tonight. Third foul tonight from
PA said that's 3 on Stockup, so 3 on Stockup. I think that was 2 on Finch, so just something to keep an eye on. It is still early here in the second half, so Stockup's going to sit. Garst is in for the first time for her. Good deflection there. Not sure who we're crediting with the steal, but a steal for the Lady Tigers nonetheless. And a foul in half court on Finch. Well, they fouled Finch. I don't know who they called for the foul there. On both teams here in the third quarter. Finch with a nice looking shot there. Tigers were desperate for some offense there, and she's really provided all night for them. Try to get a trap there. No, unsuccessful. Cosby's done a really good job here today, and they're going to get set up in there. They get a good look there for three. No good. She follows her shot and gets the second attempt to go there. Cuts it to a 1-point lead for the Lady Tigers. That was, looks like Rains. Yeah, that was Rains for the Lady Eagles. Rawlings tries to get on the floor for it. Bible gets it, however, and she gets a layup. So it is going to be another lead for the Cosby Lady Eagles. Finch is in. They're trying to get a trap going. Out, gets it over to Woodrick, and now they can run their offense. So turnovers have turned into points for the Lady Eagles, and Coach Reagan is going to wisely take a timeout and settle these girls down and get a good here. So really, since this about halfway through the second quarter, the Lady Eagles have decided that they can play with these Tigers, and they've kind of game. So freshman Ashlyn Stalkup, she's not dressed. She is injured, but she is down there involved in the game. She's helping the team, so talking to her sister. Cool to see. So let's see what we got here on the inbounds. Stalkup lazily throws a pass to intercepted. No good on the initial rebound. Second attempt, no good, but they get it again. So after two attempts, they get a third one, and that one doesn't go either. So Woodrick finally silences that. Lady Tigers, Stalkup with another turnover. That time, Spurgeon makes them pay. Really good hands by her. She's done a lot in this game. Defense, offense, done a lot for Cosby. She gets another steal there. That time they get her with a foul. It's hard to tell. Cosby fans are not happy about that. Should have listened there. I don't know how many fouls that is on her, but she is out of the game now. So if you're Pigeon Forge, this is your time. She's been their biggest defensive and offensive threat. So now's your time to get back this lead and try to grow it as much as you can. Finch is going to get it over to Stalkup in the corner. Really good look, and she knocks it down. Really good shot there by Stalkup. Erases that lead very quickly. Tie ball game. Now they get to set up that press, and they do get a steal out of it. Avoids the foul, but Garst can't get it to go. Back to Cosby. Bible's going to push it up. She's in the middle of the court. Going to set up their offense. Looks like they're trying to get it down low. She's got pretty good position. At that point, Woodrick did her work. This time she gets it up to Garst, and that time she does get it to go. Pushing the defense down low, getting her out of the paint. Force that turnover. Bible's going to push, miss the layup. Offense by Spencer, and a jump ball. Cosby retains possession. Parton's in for McKaylee Stalkup. There, rebound Mia Woodrick, and they're going to say it's tipped. So Lady Tigers get the ball. 2-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Finch is going to set up the offense here. Looks like Cosby's going with a 2-3 look. Look for Metcalf. Pretty good spot-up shooter. They got her at the high post. Finch is going to take the shot. No good. Good rebound by Cosby. Bible's going to push it. She's going to get fouled on the layup by Parton. Pushed her a little bit, kind of a body. She's going to get 2 shots. It's 2 fouls on Parton. Short rest for Stalkup. She's back in for Garst. Hills the right shot. Hills the right shot. Just didn't get it to go. Spencer across the court. It's going to be a steal for Riley Rawlings. Good defense there. I think Coach Reagan's asking for the last shot here. Finch is going to hold the ball. 15 seconds to go. Good defense there by Cosby, putting the pressure on her. They try to get it to Woodrick. They are going to turn it over. Bible's going to push. Gets blocked by Stalkup. Good defense there by her. 4.9 seconds, 5 seconds left for Cosby here.
5 seconds left in the third.
They get a wide open Bible in the corner, and she can't get it to go. Rebound Woodrick, but they don't get a shot off. So 2-point lead here for the Lady Tigers going into the fourth quarter. It's been a close game the whole way through. Spurgeon kind of come alive there in the third quarter, but with 3 fouls, she had to sit the latter part of the third quarter. And Pigeon Forge, they did take the lead back while she was on the bench, but they only lead by 2. And she's probably going to play most of the fourth quarter. So if you're Coach Reagan, you're keeping an eye on her. If you're Cosby, Finch has done most of the scoring here for the Lady Tigers. Stalkup, we know, is capable of popping off at any moment. So Pigeon Forge gets a little more from her offensively. I think they'll come out with a win here. Really just taking care of the basketball for Pigeon Forge would be huge. Defense has been pretty solid. Most of the points that they've given up have been in transition because they've turned the ball over. So if they could take care of the basketball here, get Stalkup going a little bit, I think the Lady Tigers could sweep this in the 2025-2026 season against the Lady Eagles. Spurgeon is back into the game. Stalkup and Finch are in for the Lady Tigers. Looks like a little 2-3 zone. They're going to try to mark Woodrick at the high post. It doesn't matter. They didn't put a hand up, so Finch just stepped up and knocked it down. Good shot by her. Way to be aggressive there early on in the fourth quarter. Defense there by Garst. I think she got a hand in. Was holding. Let's see if they call that a shooting foul. Yeah, they are going to call it a shooting foul. No, he was pointing at the baseline. Okay. So not a shooting foul. I thought he was pointing at him to give him 2 shots. Nope. Good hands and by Finch there in the passing lane. Getting in Spencer. Over to the corner. Good work down low by Spencer, man. She was clearing it out. She did not get the shot to go. She did get her own rebound and fighting for it, retained possession there for Cosby. Garst has been tasked with face guarding Spurgeon, but double screen's going to get her open here. And a foul by Stalkup off the double screen. She goes up and tries to mark her and gets a hand in. So that is her 4th foul. So not really good news for Pigeon Forge. Their senior leader goes out with 4 fouls. 7 minutes left in the game. Garst is unable to deny Spurgeon the ball there. So she's going to get another opportunity to look to attack. She attacks all the way to the rim. And they get a charge. Really good job there by Woodrick. She did get the shot to go, so that could have been an and one for the Lady Eagles, but that time Woodrick stood in. She definitely was there and set. She let Spurgeon run into her, so perfect charge taken by her, and instead of a potential three-point play for the Lady Eagles, it's possession back for the Lady Tigers. Rawlings is trapped in the corner, so Reagan's going to take a timeout for the Lady Tigers. So a couple huge plays here early on in the 4th quarter to set the Tigers up for success. Nice 3 on the opening possession by Finch. They were in a 2-3 zone, and neither guard decided to mark her, so she just stepped up and knocked down that 3. And then on the defensive end, good charge taken there by Mia Woodrick. Unfortunately, you do lose Stalkup with her 4th foul, so she'll be entering, I'm sure, down here sometime down the stretch. I'd say within the last 5 minutes of the game. So a chance here to extend this lead if you're the Lady Tigers. See what Coach Reagan draws up. Get it to Parton in the corner. And they lose the ball, and Reagan's just going to take another timeout. Every possession is super valuable here. It's only a very low-scoring game. It's only in the low 30s, so it feels like every possession here for these last 6.5 minutes, super important. Shown there by Coach Reagan taking that timeout. He didn't want to lose the ball there and give some momentum back to Cosby, so smart play. Time Finch is not pressured. They are in that 2-3, however. Over to Metcalf. It's like they're trying to get it to Rawlings in the high post, but they're doing a good job of guarding her. They do get it to her. Out to Parton in the corner, and no good. Really good looking shot, but can't get it to fall. Nice dive by Parton. Good find by Finch. She gets that one to go. 7-point lead now for the Tigers. Spurgeon gets it. She's pushing it up the court. Tigers in a 3-2 look. And no good for the Lady Eagles. Rebound by Finch. She's pushing it. Finds a wide open Metcalf. That's 2 really good passes by Finch. She scored all night and back to really good assists, setting up her team. Might have drug her back foot there, Spencer. She takes it all the way. Really good looking bank shot on the run there. 7-point lead down for the Lady Tigers. Finch is going to take her time, use as much of this clock as she can. They're in that 2-3 zone still. It's tough to be in a 2-3 zone late. You can kind of hold the ball. Can run more clock in a 2-3 zone than man-to-man. And Lady Tigers, it looks like they're taking advantage of that right now. Spurgeon and Raines are doing their best to guard those guards and put pressure on them. Rawlings with a pretty decent look there in the corner. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Cosby. Spurgeon over to Whaley. Whaley to Raines, down to Spencer. Spencer out to Raines. Back to Spurgeon. Spurgeon at the top of the key. Tigers in that 3-2 look. Good skip pass there to Raines. Her shot's no good, however. Finch once again taking her time. The Tigers content with just bleeding the clock in this 2-3 zone. And they have switched to man now, so they've done enough bleeding of the clock to force Cosby into man-to-man. Now they can run a set that they might want. Nope. Tigers, the man is pretty soft, so the Tigers are still content with running some of the clock. Lady Tigers are well coached. They know that they got 5 seconds with the ball, 5 seconds on the dribble, and then 5 seconds again holding the ball. And they've done a really good job so far. Metcalf is going to get trapped there, and they are going to foul her. So ran about 40 seconds off the clock there. Pretty good. Points have been hard to come by here, so the clock is on your side if you're the Lady Tigers. Good job so far. Stalkup is back in the game with 4 minutes left in the game. Gives you another ball handler. Metcalf almost lost the ball there. Finch gets it, however. Luckily over to Woodrick. They're just kind of playing keep away right now, trying to run some of this clock. Metcalf gets it over to Stalkup. Stalkup's going to dribble. Attack the rim, and no good. Rebound Cosby, but Metcalf down on the floor. Really good hustle play. She gets it, but then loses it again. At that time, it was tied up by Finch, and looks like Raines down there, and the possession arrow goes to Cosby. So good, but it didn't end the right way for the Lady Tigers. Good hustle plays, but Spurgeon gets it up and loses the basketball. So now Stalkup is tasked with bleeding the clock. Gets it over to Woodrick. Her turn. So they're trying to run and trap at this point. They're trying to send another man over to the basketball. Cosby is. Put some pressure. Either foul or, and that time they do foul. So that was Cosby's third. It says 3 on the board. This might be their 4th. So it's still showing team 3 fouls. So it's still going to take a couple more for the Lady Tigers to shoot. Stockup's going to go all the way in, shoot it over the rim, and out of bounds. That time Cosby is going to get possession. Raines inbounds it to Bible. Bible brings the ball up the court. They're going to have to score relatively quickly here. They get it over to, looks like Stanton, down to Ottinger, and a good look for Raines. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound by Stalkup. Really good rebound there. She's going to have an opportunity now to bleed some of this clock, and kicks it out to Finch, but she's fouled before. And that was the 5th foul, so even though they finally changed the scoreboard. I don't know what I'm talking about. That was the 4th foul. So next one will be the 5th for Cosby, and they'll get to shoot 2. The Lady Tigers will. Out to Finch. She's going to try to bleed some of this clock. They're sending somebody to trap. Over to Parton, and she does lose the ball, so Cosby gets what they want. Spurgeon, pull up, no good. Good rebound by Metcalf. Out to Stalkup. Stalkup's pushing it, and they're going to get her with a travel. So not a lot of scoring here. Lady Tigers are trying to bleed clock, and Cosby sped up just a little bit, trying to erase the 7-point deficit here late in the 4th quarter. You get a good look there, and she gets it to go. It's Stanton in the corner. So they get 3 of it back. Marked Stanton in the corner. So this lead gets cut to 4 with a minute 50 left for the Lady Tigers. So a minute 50 here left for the Lady Tigers. Comfortable 4-point lead, I will say, because like I said earlier, scoring has been hard to come by in this game. So if you're the Lady Tigers, take care of the basketball. You're probably going to get fouled here at some point. Make your free throws, and you get the sweep on Cosby. Cosby, try to get a turnover or a steal on the inbounds. If not, you're fouling, hoping for some missed free throws, and you're pushing the ball on the other end, trying to force the issue on the off. You want as many opportunities as you can to score. They get it into Metcalf. No pressure so far. They are going to have to get it across half court, and they do just in time. Metcalf does turn the ball over, however. Bible's pulling it, dribbling across. Good on-ball pressure there. They give it over to Stanton. Out to Bible, no good. Good rebound there by Woodrick. Woodrick kicks it up to Stalkup, and she's going to lay it in. 2 extra points, feels like a million right now with a minute 10 left. Bible brings the ball up the court. Good steal there by Stalkup, and poked right away by Ottinger to Spurgeon, and she can't get her runner to go. Good rebound there by Rawlings. Out to Finch. Definitely where you want the ball right now. She's been your best ball handler all night. Kind of run all of your offense. So she finds a wide open Metcalf on the block. She can't get it to go, however. Over to Rawlings, give her a chance. She can't get it to go either. Rebound by Stanton, and Rawlings is going to foul and stop the clock underneath the other rim. And Coach Reagan is explaining that the young Rawlings why that's not a very good idea. We want the clock to run, not stop. But kudos to her for playing hard. Spurgeon with a runner, no good. And on the rebound, they're going to foul her while she's shooting, so she's going to get 2 shots. I think that's on Rawlings again. She's going to get 2 shots here. Not an ideal scenario for Pigeon Forge. However, Spurgeon does miss the first free throw. Makes the second one. So they're going to take a timeout off that make. 5-point lead for Pigeon Forge. Fouls incoming, I'm sure, for Cosby. They're going to go steal. If no steal on the inbound, then foul. If you're Coach Reagan, you're telling your best free throw shooter right now, drawing up screens, anything you can, get your best free throw shooter the ball on the inbounds, because a foul is incoming. At this point, if you're Cosby, you're hoping for missed free throws and a couple of transition buckets. One of them has to be a 3 at this point, with 5 points as the deficit. Stalk up to inbound the ball. They get it into Finch. So they didn't get the steal, and they're finally going to foul. Tigers able to run off a significant amount of time there. She gets it back to Woodrick, so Woodrick's going to get to shoot the foul shots. She's going to shoot 2 with the new rule in high school. So that's a good thing here with 5 points. If she makes both, makes it 3 possessions and pretty much out of reach here. So let's see if she can. She makes the first. So 6-point lead is going to make it a 2-possession game. They've got to have 2 threes at this point. But another one makes it 3 and nearly impossible for the Lady Eagles. So let's see if Woodrick can seal this game. She does not. Long rebound. So the Lady Eagles are going to have 2 threes. They're going to have to put something up quickly. There's 12, 11, 10, and Spurgeon's going to take a a runner. You can't do that. You got to have a 3. Stalcup's going to have a buzzer beater layup that doesn't matter. But nonetheless, a good effort by the Lady Tigers. They get out of here with an 8-point lead, or an 8-point win against the Lady Eagles at home. They sweep the series against them. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the boys game, so stick around.